Hi there everyone, Jackie here from JMC Creates. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in the UK who lives in Northern Ireland, and this is the project I'm making for you today. I thought this would be an awesome Mother's Day project, so I did. And I designed this project round orange Lindor balls. So you slide off the belly band, come off your beast, lift the lid, and you've got, well, there's only one tray of Lindor balls in this, but there'll be two in the next one, and they all come out separately, which makes this a detailed project. So I've done quite a lot of it beforehand because I'm aware that people get bored when it takes too long. Originally I didn't intend to make the belly band, but when I put on the lifter my lid wouldn't stay flat as I liked it. It pumped up just a little bit too much and it annoyed me, so I put on a belly band. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to create this. So what we're going to use for today's project is this. This is the swirly snowflakes, and we're going to use the edger die for my lid. This is the Bloomin' Love, and we are going to use the heart stamp. And if you hear the cat crying, it's Riley because he's bored and nobody's paying him any attention. And he's already been fed, so he's huffing because he won't give him any more. So anyway, the ink I'm using today is the pumpkin pie. I used the classic label punch, and I've also used Your Love from the Celebration Blossoming Basket. And I've also used, to cut out my heart, I've used this. I've used a couple of these hearts here, okay. And as usual, because I'm using the e-botter, I've already done most of my cutting. And today we're going to be using Foil Frenzy because it's orange to match the balls. That's why I bought them. How perfect. Right. I've been having trouble filming all day, this blinking phone, and I've set my destruction book somewhere and I'll just go and lift it. Right, so here's what we need. That's the next project I've written down. Right, for each of these tiny little boxes you need, and I did this one in craft card and Calypso Coral. I did the boxes in those, and they measure 2 3/8 by 2 3/8. Okay, I should have two somewhere. Yes, there. This is going to be my base, and it measures 8 5/16 by 6 5/16. Okay, 6 5/16 by 8 5/16. I've already cut my lid, as you can see. I'll just talk you through that. And the lid measures 8 3/16 times 6 1/4. Okay. And this, I made the two boxes to hold the balls in. I've made them from craft card, and it measures 7 7/8 by 6. 7 7/8 by 6. Okay, I'll bring that down a bit, you can't see. Sorry. So I haven't decided whether I like the Your Love in gathered twigs on Calypso Coral or in pumpkin pie on craft card. I've already stamped my heart and cut it out and cut the next size up just as a base. Okay, we'll set them over out of the way. First of all, you need to make your little boxes to hold your balls. So you actually need 16 of these if you're going to do the same one I did. 2 3/8 by 2 3/8 and score all sides at 3/4. Okay. And you do that for all 16. I know this is a time-consuming project, but every so often I do like to do something that takes a bit of time and feel as if I've actually made something. Right, so there's only those two. Right, this is our little box to hold all 8 boxes. And as I said, they are 7 7/8 by 6. And you want to score all sides at 1 and 2. Every one. 1 and 2. Craft card is very, very fibrous. 1 and 2. Okay, so that will be, you'll need 2 of those. I've already done 1. This is then the outer box, which will be this large one. Okay, and it measures 8 5/16 by 6 5/16, and you want to score all sides at 2 1/8. Oh, come on. 2 1/8. Okay. And then for your lid, what you want to do, as you can see, I've already cut mine. So you start off with 8 3/16 times 6 1/4, and you score all sides at 2. And that's all. It's that simple. Okay. And I haven't got my bit out for the wrap, so I will get that out in a minute or two. And it measures 6 13/16 times 2. Okay, and you score both sides at 3/8, 1 3/8 and 2 3/8. That will create your little lifter section to lift your lid, lift your layer out, your top layer out. So that's my bottom layer. I'm just going to put this out of the way now and do a bit of cutting, and there's quite a bit to do. So if it takes too long for me to do all the cutting, I'll edit it out so that it's not just so time consuming, because I'm avoiding, well, maybe it's just me, but if a video goes on for longer than half an hour, I get bored and fast forward. I know, maybe it's just me, maybe everybody else in the world is patient and I don't. It's getting dark now, and I've been trying to do this video all day, but my iPhone keeps telling me the storage is full. And then I had to go to a hospital appointment, and now I'm using David's phone, and it's just a nightmare. So basically it's just your simple everyday box. You just cut up and cut out each one of them score lines. Now you can either do both to this side, or you can do that one over there, that one over there, that one over there, and that one over there. I just do, when I've got a big space like this, I just do them both to the same side. Okay, and you want to cut out your score line completely, because it makes your box, it makes your fold go in better. So it does. Well, I think so anyway. Okay. So it works for me. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay, that will be your box that holds both these boxes. I know that's an awful lot of boxes, but I had fun doing it, so. And it makes an extremely pretty Mother's Day gift. And if your mother's not worth the effort, who is? I ask you. So basically you have 16 boxes for the balls. You have 2 boxes to hold the 2 layers of balls. You have a box to hold those 2 boxes. Then you have a lid and a belly band and a lifter. Now this is a reinforced box, so you're going to remove all the outside squares, X, 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 on all corners. All of those squares are going completely. Okay, so you're just going to put some glue on all 4 of those. Okay, and just fold them in and hold like that. Make sure you have a nice flat edge, no bits sticking out. Okay, just hold it for a minute or 2 so that it sticks. Then go down to the other side and do the same. Okay, I'm sorry if the lighting is bad. I think I'll go and see if I get my daylight lamp out and see if that helps. So I will be back in 2 ticks. Right, I think that's as good as it gets. So I hope it's enough. Anyway, let's go back to our little box. And what we want to do then is take the reinforced bits and just stick them over. Okay. And hold. And it really is that simple to make a box. And then just go with your bone folder and encourage them to stay down. You know how I like to encourage things. Get down, you beast. There's my husband and I can hear him. Yes, it's still working, darling, don't worry.
No, I forgot you had my phone.
What do you want your phone for?
There should be a wee message on it. I need.
Sorry about that, folks. I'm using my hubby's phone and he needed it for something. So these are the little boxes that are going to hold your individual balls, and really all you're doing is cutting down each score line and taking a bit out. Okay. And you do want to take out as much of your score line in this as you can, because you need them to be as square as possible. If this video stops and starts a lot, please accept my sincere apologies. But it has been a trying day, so it has. Oops. And just get them nice and straight. Okay. Take your time and get them as straight as you can, both top and bottom. Okay. Right, and then just give them a little burnish. Okay, right, and then you're going to put them in here, and because I did two different types, you're going to do turnabout. Okay, that one goes there, that one goes there, that one goes there, and that one goes there, and that's one. And there's your other one, and they're going to sit on top of each other like that. Okay, and then you're just going to do your box together exactly the same, right? And then you're going to put both boxes in there. Okay, right, we'll get to the lifter bit in a minute because I've forgotten to cut that, so I'm going to have to stop the blinking video again. I do apologise. Next is our lid, and this is what I used the swirly snowflakes on. Okay, so center your die on each side and cut. Okay, before you do, first thing you're going to do is you're going to cut straight up both the short ends. Okay, those will be your corners. You're going to cut straight up, and you're not going to take anything out of them. You're not going to miter them. Okay, on these ends, put your die down. What did I do with it? Okay, there it is. On these ends, instead of doing it straight across, center your die and then pull those two bits behind it before you run through. Okay, so that you're not die cutting these two edges. Okay. Now, in this one here, I forgot to stick that one behind and it got cut off a bit, and it doesn't really matter, but I prefer to have a bit more. So you just center on your two short sides, lift those two bits behind and run it through, and then you center on the two long sides. Okay, and when you put these bits round here, you will need to cut a little bit across. You're going to need to fold it in first to see how far you need to go up. Okay, I had to go up to there, so I just cut straight up and straight across, and I did that on all the corners. Folded it round, cut up to where it is no longer visible, and cut straight across. Okay, and those are going to be your sections for gluing. Right, I've got glue in them two bits, so we'll stick them up first and just fold them round and under, and the same on the other side. Okay, and burnish them. And you can't see, and if you've got to make sure you don't go too high with that there, like I did. You've got to make sure you can't see the sides when you come out here. Okay. So, you need to get it under, you need to do that, and make sure you can't see any of the sides. And you need to get that one under, and make sure you can't see any of the sides. And then burnish it. Okay? I'll get it right eventually. So I'm just going to stick some tape on these other two bits. Right. Your tape is burnished. And take it off with your pokey tool. When it comes to crafting, if I didn't have a pokey tool, I don't know what I would do. Fold it under and just check that you can't see any. Okay. Once again, you can't see any, okay? So that's that. And then it just sits on your box. Now, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm going to put the lifter in, I would just decorate this. So it's up to you. But I want the lifter in to lift the top layer out, so I'm going to go and cut it, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Right, I'm back. So this is going to be the section that we use as a lifter, and we want 6 13/16 by 2, and you want to score both sides at 3/8, 1 3/8, and 2 3/8. Now I'm scoring that on both sides the same, because that way I don't have to deal with a 1/16 of an inch, and we just lose it somewhere in the middle. 1 3/8, 1 3/8, and 2 3/8. Okay. Right, and basically you just want to score, and score back, score, and score back, and just stick a bit of tape on there. Okay. And I'm going to put it round my box if I can find it. Come out, you beast. You see, that's why I needed a lifter in. It's not as easy to lift out. And then you're just going to glue them together. Okay. There we go. And that makes your lifter, which means you can make it easier to lift out. Okay. I didn't need one in the bottom one, I would just... Right. Then what we need to do is put our lid on. Okay. And this is going to be our belly band, and this is, it needs to be 11 times 2, and mine is actually 12 because I just cut off a 2-inch strip. And what you want to do is you start and you place it at the bottom, and you just fold it up round. This is all I did because I find this works better for me. Okay, fold it up round each corner, right, and then go back and burnish them, just making sure both sides are straight, that both sides meet. Okay. And the last one, and then you just cut off the excess. Okay, so that's our bottom. Okay, and I'm just going to draw a line and cut it across. And then put some sticky stuff on. Sticky stuff on which bit? I asked myself. That bit. Every one of these bits is going on top. It's going to be this bit. Let's get some sticky stuff. Okay. And remove. Then put your box down, wrap it round, make sure the two sides meet and stick. Now, okay, and that's your belly band. Okay, and for on top of that, then you put, for your decoration, you will put your hearts on. I can't see, sorry I had that thing I dumped there, but I can't see if this is going to be right or not, so it will have to do. And just make sure you stick it onto your belly band. I'll stand up and see if I can get that where I want it. Okay, and then I think I'm going to go with the gathered twigs on the Calypso Coral, and the sentiment is from the celebration set Blossoming Basket. And I'm just going to stick some little sticky bits on. 1, 2, 3, and there we go. Gems, you need a gem, Jackie. Red, pink and purple. No, I'm looking for the ones with the orange in them. I think we're going to go with orange. Ooh, what about these orange sequins? That one's full off. Oh, they're all falling off. Get on the sticky. I want ones that's on the sticky, please. There we go. That will do me the best. I did think about putting some on there, but then it would catch on my belly band. So it would. So anyway, that is my project for today. If it was a bit long-winded, I'm sorry, and if it's a bit stop and start-ish, I do apologise. As I said, I'm having camera troubles, so I am. And those are your 2 boxes of Lindor, all ready for the perfect mother, or the perfect friend, or the perfect wife, or whatever. Okay, and just take your time and get that back on. Okay, and it's just, you have to remember it's got wee pokey bits that it's going to go round, that are going to stick out. So just be careful of those. Which is the reason I didn't put gems on here, which I really wanted to do. If I hadn't had to put the belly band on, I think I would have liked that. But anyway, it turned out lovely as far as I'm concerned. So I hope you like it. Thanks for stopping by. If you would give me a thumbs up, that would be awesome. And if you would I can't get the words out. If you would subscribe, that would be great. And share if possible, so that I can get more subscribers and keep my channel going. Okay, anyway, that's it. Jackie, over and out for now.